Hi, this is my Colorado invasive / non-native species project. I'm doing the rusty crayfish. So, non-native species versus invasive species. Non-native basically means that it originated in another place or part of the world, whereas invasive means that it tends to spread undesirably or harmfully. There's really no significant difference between these two terms. When a species is non-native, it simply means that it originated from a different place, and invasive means that something or a foreign organism has been introduced into the community, which can be harmful to its environment. And while there may be a slight change in the terminology here, these terms are often used interchangeably. Some impacts of non-native species in general is that they can displace the native species by eating them or competing for resources. They can reproduce with the native species, which contaminates the gene pool. And lastly, they can pose a threat to human health and safety. How much does it cost to manage these invasive species? In Colorado, it costs about $138 billion per year. What are some ways to manage the invasive species? Mechanically, we can create monitoring systems to detect new groups, and we can create mechanisms to stop them from invading in the first place. Chemically, we can try to quickly eradicate the new species, and legislatively, the government established the Lacey Act screening provisions, which requires screening of animal imports. So, part 2, what I'm researching is the rusty crayfish. The scientific name for this is Orconectes rusticus. It's native to the Ohio River Basin, but fishermen used them as bait, which made them more widespread. Problems is that the species was found in 2010 in the Yampa River Basin, which was the first time that rusty crayfish was ever found in Colorado. They live in ponds, lakes, and streams. They eat a variety of plants and animals, including plants and invertebrates, decay, fish eggs, and smaller fish. There is aggressive competition between rusty crayfish and native crayfish, which can result in natives moving out from hiding, so predators are more likely to kill the native crayfish. Because of their aggression, these crayfish can destroy aquatic plants, which can decrease habitat space for these creatures. Rusty crayfish could bring viruses and bacteria to the native crayfish also. So, management of these crayfish. Some chemicals can kill crayfish, but unfortunately they can also kill some of the native species in the process. So we must prevent or at least slow the process of the species getting into our waters, because scientists are still working on finding environmentally sound ways to eradicate these crayfish. So obviously these methods are not very effective, so we need to take initiative and find better methods to control or eradicate these crayfish. So, some issues is that politically, because of the invasion of the species in the Yampa River Basin in 2010, the Colorado Division of Wildlife prohibited anyone from taking any crayfish out of the Yampa River. Ethically, people wonder what to do with the crayfish once they catch them. So the Division of Wildlife has stated that if fishermen do catch the crayfish, then they must immediately return them to the water, or kill them immediately by separating the tail from the body of the crayfish. Thanks for watching.